Our next participating team is from Amidst University. That was a blissful and wild performance by Amit University. Make some noise. Okay, keep your energy level for the next. It's Miyasi College. was like having all James Bond heroes in one stage, Sean Connery and etc. So we have a next flagship is IMU Cochin. Next performance by IMU Cochin. That's the end of the show. I request Ms. Purti ma'am to come up on the stage and announce the results. Give her a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause.
Good evening to one and all present here. I'd like to thank Chennai campus to welcome this elite gathering.
Honorable Chief Guest, Shri P. Shankar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Indian Maritime University, Registrar, Indian Maritime University, dignitaries on the dais, distinguished invitees from the industry, colleagues, faculty members, my dear young students, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and a warm welcome to one and all. It's my pleasure to welcome our Chief Guest, Shri P. Shankar, to this valedictory function of the 2-day National Seminar and Intercollegiate Management Test, Estuary 15. Shri P. Shankar, who holds a postgraduate degree in economics from the University of Madras, is an IAS officer of the 1965-66 batch of Tamil Nadu cadre, who has distinguished himself in various posts, both in the state and governments. He has served as District Collector of Tiruchirappalli, Secretary Social Welfare, Secretary Industries, and Chief Secretary to the Government of Tamil Nadu. He has also served as Joint Secretary Textiles, Secretary Heavy Industries, Secretary Food, Secretary Petroleum, and Secretary Planning Commission in the Government of India. Between 2002 and 2006, he served with distinction as Chief Vigilance Commissioner of the Government of India. Sir, we are privileged to have you as the Chief Guest for this valedictory function, and on behalf of the Indian Maritime University, I extend a hearty welcome to you. Thank you, sir, for having agreed to be the Chief Guest for this valedictory function in spite of your busy schedule. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome our respected Vice Chancellor, Shri K. Ashokvardhan Sethi. He is an IS officer of 1983 batch of Tamil Nadu cadre. He took over as Vice Chancellor of Indian Maritime University on 2nd January 2014 at a time when the university was in doldrums. Since then, he has been working tirelessly to set things right and help IMU grow. He successfully conducted IMU's first convocation in 5 years in February 2014, which was graced by the Honorable President of India. He was instrumental in IMU switching over from paper and pen mode to the online mode of common entrance test and the online mode of counseling in 2014 for admission to various courses offered by the university. He has streamlined the university finances and brought about a number of other administrative reforms. The list is endless. We welcome you, sir. I extend a warm welcome to all the participants of the seminar, and I am sure they must have gained rich dividends from this seminar and will treasure these moments all their lives. I also extend a hearty welcome to all the panelists, judges for various events, all the distinguished guests who have assembled here, to the members of the print and electronic media, and to the faculty, staff, and students of Indian Maritime University. I have once again extend a hearty welcome to one and all at this valedictory function. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. We at IMU take great pride in felicitating the eminent dignitaries who take valuable time off to grace our institution, and it's a pleasure to honor them. May I call upon our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Shri K. Ashokvardhan Shetty, to felicitate our esteemed Chief Guest of the Day, Shri P. Shankar, IAS retired former Chief Vigilance Commissioner and former Chief Secretary of Tamil Nadu with a bouquet and a punnade. May I once again request the Vice Chancellor to kindly present a memento to the Chief Guest as a token of our gratitude to him for gracing this function. Thank you so much, sir.
May I now request the Director, Chennai Campus, Sri Rajiva Prakash, to present a bouquet to our respected Vice Chancellor, who is a source of inspiration in all our endeavor. May I now request the Director of Maritime Management, Sri Rajiva Prakash, to also present a bouquet to the Registrar. Thank you, sir.
May I request the Head, School of Maritime Management, Dr. Murugan, to kindly felicitate the Director, Chennai Campus. Thank you, sir.
And finally, may I call upon the Program Joint Secretary, Ms. Priyanka, to felicitate the Head, School of Maritime Management. May I now call upon our faculty convener, Ms. Lekha Ravi, to kindly present a brief report on Estuary 15.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and all the participants from various colleges and my dear students. It's my privilege to present the Estuary Report 2015. Estuary is the prestigious annual management fest organized by the School of Maritime Management of Indian Maritime University every year at IMU Chennai campus. Every year, Estuary serves as a platform for the budding managers to audition new ideas and foster learning amidst competition that forms an important ingredient of management and corporate life. Estuary 15, the third edition of its kind this year, took the form of a well-crafted two-day program with a national-level seminar on day 1, followed by an intercollegiate management fest on day 2. Estuary was formally inaugurated yesterday, that is the 8th of April 2015, by Shri Pon Radhakrishnan, the Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport, Highways and Shipping. The program was presided over by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Shri K. Ashok Vardhan Shetty. After the inauguration, the national seminar featured a thought-provoking panel discussion on corporatization of major ports in India by experts from the port and infrastructure sector, which was well attended by a number of industry professionals and student community from all over India. The post-lunch session comprised of a paper presentation contest on contemporary business themes. 35 entries were received from B schools all over India, and the 10 best papers were shortlisted for the presentation contest. Day 2 was a confluence of student fraternity from various universities, colleges and B schools, again from all over India. 228 participants registered at our campus today for the Intercollegiate Management Fest. And all day long, the participants contested on their decision-making skills, teamwork, and brainstormed for innovative solutions. 7 on-stage and off-stage events were held, namely business quiz, AdZap, IPL bidding, corporate walk, best manager, and a treasure hunt. Versatile personalities from the corporate world were invited to judge them. The winners are awaiting the attractive cash prizes, which are to be given away by the esteemed chief guest of the valedictory function, Shri P. Shankar, IAS, retired, former Chief Vigilance Commissioner, Government of India, and former Chief Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu. He will also announce as a grand finale the overall winner and runner-up of Estuary 15. This two-day Intercollegiate National Level Management Fest will conclude with this valedictory function and bring down the curtains on this wonderful two-day event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Opportunity to organize and learn are always provided by real readers. May I now invite our most respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, who we look upon to as a leader par excellence, to kindly deliver the presidential address.
Respected Chief Guest, Mr. P. Shankar, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculty, non-teaching staff and students of IMU, delegates from the industry and academia, and my dear friends. It gives me great pleasure to preside over the valedictory function of the two-day Estuary 15, a national level seminar and management festival organized by the School of Maritime Management of the university, of our university. The chief guest already knows something about IMU, but I would like to elucidate a few more facts. The Indian Maritime University is one of the youngest central universities. It was created on 14/11/2008 by an act of parliament, and unlike all other central universities and state universities and institutes of higher education, which come under the UGC and MHRD, this university alone comes under the Ministry of Shipping. This is a peculiar university in many respects. It was perhaps the only university which was formed by amalgamating 7 institutes, 4 government institutes and 3 registered societies, spread across different geographical locations. We now have 5 campuses, one in Mumbai, one in Kolkata, one in Visakhapatnam, one in Chennai, and another in Cochin. The headquarters of the university are in Chennai. The university offers diploma, degree, and PG courses and has PhD in the Visakhapatnam campus. A peculiar feature of the maritime disciplines was that until this university was formed, there were only UG courses everywhere. After IMU was formed, PG courses were introduced as MBA Shipping and Port Management, MBA International Transportation and Logistics Management, MTech Naval Architecture and Ocean Engineering, MTech Harbor Engineering, Dredging and Harbor Engineering, and LLM Maritime Laws. We hope to introduce MTech in Marine Engineering shortly, and so also MSc in Maritime Affairs as a postgraduate discipline to the BSc Nautical Science shortly. We also hope to introduce PhD in all our campuses so that all the 5 campuses are centers for doing research leading to PhD. As regards Estuary 2015, I think the lady who read out the report has made things clear. For the benefit of the students, I would like to add that management, like sports and cookery, is something that has to be experienced. Only experiential learning teaches you how to do things. You may read any amount of books on cricket, but unless you actually play cricket, you will never get to be a cricketer. You may read any amount of books on cookery, but unless you actually do a few cooking things yourself, you are never going to be a good cook. The same is true of management. Irrespective of what you have been taught in the class, unless you actually go through, you serve as a manager, take decisions, you're confronted with different kinds of situations, you will never make a good manager. A seminar of this kind, group discussions and role-playing events that you have participated in the last 2 days are good experiential learning, and I'm sure that they will stand you in good stead in the years to come. As regards our chief guest, our campus director, Mr. Rajiv Prakash, did a good introduction of him, but I would like to add a few more anecdotes. Some people derive their power and prestige from the post that they hold, whereas some others adorn the post that they hold. They don't derive their power and prestige from the post that they hold. The post gets adorned, the post gets embellished because such and such a person is holding that post. I would like to think that Mr. Shankar belongs to the second category. He is an outstanding IAS officer, a person of impeccable integrity, a person of excellent PR, and a person who has held many posts, both in the state government and the central government, with great distinction. The very fact that he retired, or the last post that he held was Central Vigilance Commissioner, Government of India, attests to his quality. Now you know that it is very rare for two brothers to play for the same cricket team. I mean, we know of Ian Chappell and Greg Chappell, or Steve Waugh and Mark Waugh, or Surinder Amarnath and Mohinder Amarnath, who played cricket for Australian and Indian teams respectively. It is equally rare for two brothers to to join the IAS and work for the same state. Mr. P. Shankar's elder brother, Mr. P. Murari, was also an outstanding IAS officer who served both in the state and the center. Which is an indication that both of them have an outstanding pedigree. I have great pleasure in welcoming Mr. P. Shankar to our valedictory function, because throughout my service in Tamil Nadu, he was one of the IAS officers I looked up to, and I consider him as my role model, and a great pleasure, sir, in welcoming you to this function. Before concluding my address, I would like to compliment the HOD and the faculty and the students of the School of Maritime Management of this university for doing a grand job of organizing Estuary 15. And I'll take this opportunity to assure the faculty members and students that IMU will be organizing more such seminars in the future. We plan to organize a big national seminar in about 6 months' time, to which hopefully the Union Minister of Shipping, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, will come, and I'm sure that it will be a grand affair. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We look up at you for continued guidance and support.
The chief guest of this valedictory function, Shri P. Shankar, IAS retired, former Chief Vigilance Commissioner, Government of India, and former Chief Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu, is one of the finest IAS officers this country has produced, and a role model to all of us. It's a proud privilege to have in our midst today. May I now request the chief guest to kindly deliver the valedictory address of Estuary 15.
Honorable Vice Chancellor and President of today's function, the Registrar of the University, the Director of the Chennai campus, respected members of the faculty, and my dear friends. It was emphasized quite often that I am an IAS retired. I retired in 2006, so it's 9 years down the line. And I must confess that I've really lost the art of speaking to a large audience like this, especially since it's a valedictory function of a national seminar on management related specifically to shipping, ports, and logistics and related topics. Whether it now, I'm tempted to speak about vigilance. I remember addressing a gathering here because that was the last job. I still remember a little bit about corruption and how to try and prevent it. But beyond that, I'm a little bit edgy. So you'll have to put up with. People also used to say that generalists like us prefer to relate a number of anecdotes and not really focus on any subject. And they said that anecdotal attitude is also a sign of dotage or old age, senility. I'm not going to do that either. Unfortunately, your Vice Chancellor preempted me on one thing I wanted to emphasize. And that is, but it's worth repeating in the sense that whatever you learn from textbooks, whatever they teach you in classrooms, however much the techniques of teaching have developed in terms of case studies and, group discussions, and bring as many real life situations as possible before you and try to familiarize you with that. But in spite of all that, as he said, nothing can prepare you for what you will face and experience when you actually handle a job. I can say that because way back in 1966, that was when I joined the IAS Academy at Missouri. Seems a long way, 50 years. Next year we'll be meeting at IAS Academy to sort of renew our first association with each other in the academy. They taught us extensively law, Indian Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, and the Civil Procedure Code, and the Constitution. We had excellent professors. There was a Professor Patak. I have not seen a better teacher than that. They taught us everything. I could relate case laws according to it. You take any section of the Indian Penal Code, whether it was criminal conspiracy, rape, murder, you name it. We knew just about everything, the latest case law. Then I came to Vellore in 1967 as an assistant collector training, and I was given the responsibility. I was posted as, then we had a third class magistrate. Now we don't have third class magistrate. We had to try about 15 cases as third class magistrate, graduate with another 12, 15 cases as second class magistrate, and then try cases about half a dozen as first class magistrate. So first day in court, third class magistrate, generally the police or the DM transferred cases where either the witnesses are absconding or the accused himself is absconding. Those cases would be transferred to us, I found. Anyway, with little bit of cajoling and calling on the district magistrate, I got a few cases where people came. Came the first day, there was a public prosecutor and there was a defense counsel. I just didn't know what to do because I know the law. I could have given a beautiful law on the, whatever is the case. It was all simple hurt, 326, it was a very simple case. But I just didn't know how to record the evidence, how to record my noting on the docket sheet. So with all that wonderful knowledge of case law and constitution and whatnot, I found myself helpful till my clerk quietly gave an old case book and then I was just copying, excepting changing the case number and so on. Same thing happens in every job you learn. Within 3 years, I was in charge of a sugar mill. I liked sugar, I had eaten a lot. Now I'm a fairly good amateur cook, but those days I was not even that. But I was managing a sugar mill. It's like that every occasion, right? And finally, of course, I may act with a little bit of this thing that when I was made the Chief Vigilance Commissioner, I was least experienced in corruption. I didn't know how to be corrupt. So even that job I had to learn how people are corrupt because I didn't know how they were corrupt. But to catch them, they said to catch a thief, you have to be a thief. So I didn't know that either. So every job, that is the point he made, which is worth remembering, that whatever you learn in classrooms, textbooks and all that, again in a lighter way, nowadays I don't do anything excepting 3 days a week play bridge. I know some of you might have heard of the card game called bridge. Many people, including ministers, when I tell you about card, they ask you, take it to gambling. I said, no, this is not gambling, this is a very intellectual game. But he doesn't seem to be convinced. So even in that bridge, I play on the computer online. I read textbooks by the greatest experts. I read columns in newspapers. But when I go there, I have forgotten everything. And I make the same mistakes for the last 6 years. Every day, as my partner says, one mistake per game. And that pushes us down the line. So nothing like real life experience. So, but that is not to, what shall I say, minimize the importance of such things, because at some point of time you will remember, okay, this is what they told us, so you try to apply yourself. But what I am saying is, you have to learn much more on the job than anything else. So I thought it's worth repeating it. Now, I didn't know what to say about. Generally, what we all do is, in public speaking, is listen to the earlier speakers and then pick up one or two and develop. There are not too many speakers today, excepting that he has preempted one topic, but I repeated it, I had to. But I thought I would, he also mentioned about leadership. Now, it's very important, in management is one thing, but leadership is a totally different cup of tea. So leadership is very important. And I'll just say that what is a leader? And what are the attributes of a leader? I'll just talk about that for a couple of minutes before I wish you all the best and distribute all the hard-won prizes and cash money. Leadership is, mainly thing is, you should be able to inspire. I can't talk about eliminating corruption if my reputation was otherwise. Because however much I may try to impress you, everybody knows you. You will find in every job, everywhere, everybody knows you. You may try to pretend to be something other than what you are, but you are not fooling anyone. Absolutely no one. They all know what you are. So leadership, the first important thing, you should be able to inspire by your own example. I've seen people complaining about people coming late to office. I've seen this happen, saying that nobody comes to office in time. They're always late. Then I rang up this gentleman at 9 o'clock in the morning. Those days we used to be, after the 5-day week in Udyog Bhavan, the timing was 9 to 5:30 with a half an hour. We worked an 8-hour office. 9 o'clock, nobody was answering that officer's phone. So I pointed out to him, if he is not in his room at 9, how is he going to enforce a timely attendance by the others in your office? The same thing, you can't complain about delays when you're all surrounded. There are offices when you go, you can't see. You see an absolute fortress of files around everyone. So how can you, so when you are a leader, you should be able to inspire by your own hard work, your own adherence to what you, that is practice what you preach. The second most important thing is, when you lead, it's almost, I'm a cricket buff. So MSK Dhoni, I'm not 100% fan, but I admire a lot of what he does. In terms of this is the ability, the confidence he has in his own team. I mean, you are the leader. They are going to take some time to become what you are. So it is too much to expect. It's also true, I'll come to the third point, that some of them may be better than you. That I'll deal with it in the next one. But not all of them are up to you. So as a team, you should accept that they have the ability, that's why they are there. But at the same time, they lack your own experience, a little bit of that maturity. So you should be able to understand that and give them scope. I'm not saying that you should not breathe down their neck, for instance. They should let them commit one or two mistakes, not too serious, hopefully, and you will be able to guide them and correct them. So they should then develop the confidence. That's what Dhoni says. When Shami bowls rotten stuff and bowls short and gets hit for 6, he said that's okay, but if you're keeping on telling him don't bowl short, he'll bowl more short balls. So that is the attribute of Dhoni which I liked about him as a captain. So as a team leader, you should be able to inspire confidence so that they are always afterwards, they will be afraid to make mistakes because they don't want to let you down. Every member of the team should feel that he should perform to the best of his ability because he doesn't want to let down the captain. That is the leadership quality. You encourage them, you build confidence in them, and make them loyal to you in the sense that they want to do their best because you have reposed confidence in them and they want to repay you for that. That is the third. The third aspect is what is saying, some of them may be better than you. Now Dhoni cannot be jealous of Virat Kohli. He cannot be. Because he's a good cricketer, you can't help it. Everybody in your team, they may lack, they may be young, they may be lacking in your experience, but they are as good or even not better than you. At that time, insecurity should not come in. I have seen people I have experienced, unfortunately, not all my bosses were very understanding. Some of them felt insecure. Maybe it was my old fault, I was brash, I was bad, in the sense that I might have once or twice sort of said things which I ought not to have. Because I was, once upon a time, I was also young. So I might have done something wrong. But even then the captain leader should be able to understand that and should not feel at any point of time feel insecure. But the moment you feel insecure, you won't delegate. You won't delegate for fear that if he does a job well, it's a reflection on you. It's not a reflection on you. If your team member does well, it's a reflection on you in the correct sense, in a positive sense, that you have given them that scope, you have taught them, you have given them confidence, and possibly you have inspired them. So you should feel that when they do well, it's actually a plus point. You should not feel insecure. I've told one of my bosses that I'm not competing with you. You should be glad. Why are you competing with me? You're a secretary, I'm a deputy secretary. You cannot become a deputy secretary. If you want, I'm prepared to take over. But you cannot be my deputy secretary. Why are you? So that insecurity should not be there. So the leader should have the confidence. And as I said, as he inspires him, he should also never feel insecure and not make there are several people who will come and try to tell you that the suggestion is yours, not mine. That is a very dangerous. That also you should not encourage. Many people will try to say, as you said so, sir. I have never said so. So where is the question? As you said, I said, I never said so. So he will try to sort of suggest that this suggestion is actually come from you, which is also an insecurity on his part, but possibly because he is afraid that you will not trust him. So what I am trying to really hoping is that as you learn, become good leaders, because what the country needs today is good leaders, which unfortunately we do not find too many. We need good leaders. We don't have. Good managers we may have, but you need good leaders. So I hope that such seminars emphasize the importance of leadership and inculcate in each one of you attributes of leadership as much as management and focused, compartmentalized efficiency items, but more broader and a larger perspective of the world it's in. I am happy. I don't want to take more of your time because I don't know whether I can go on. If it is on food or something else, on textiles, I can talk for long. But all I say that I congratulate the MU for organizing this kind of a seminar. I hope many of you do look a bit tired, but I hope you are as enthusiastic for another day and complete this thing. And I congratulate, as I will be distributing prizes, I congratulate all the winners. And as usual, as it is said, that hopefully more and more you will, because this does say, challenge, compete and conquer. So I hope more of you will find it challenging, that you will compete and you will conquer. So I wish once again all of you, and thank you very much for this opportunity. Bye.
Thank you very much for that eloquent address, sir. It's a fitting finale to a month-long effort to host Estuary 15.
Now, it's time to acknowledge the talent of meritorious student participant from all over India. Let's begin with prize distribution. May I request Honorable Chief Guest Sri P. Shankar to kindly give away the prizes. ADSAP, Ranna, Coimbatore Marine College, Winner, Miyasi College, Chennai.
Next event, Business Quiz. Runner, Sandosh and Amudapriyan, Anna University, Chennai. And winner, Niranjan K. and Shyam Pratipati, Pondicherry University.
IPL bidding, runner, Pondicherry University. Winner, amidst University.
Next event, Corporate Walk. Runner, ISBR. And the winner is Miyasi.
Treasure Hunt, winners, Coimbatore Marine College, Coimbatore.
And the next event, Best Management Team. Runners are Pondicherry University. And the winners are College of Engineering, Guindy, Chennai.
Best Manager. Winner is Sumesh R. Nair, SP Jain Institute of Management, Mumbai.
And the next event is paper presentation. The runners are Venkatesh K, St. Brito's College of Logistics, Chennai. And the winners are Riza Mohammed and Jitin Joseph, Indian Maritime University, Cochin.
Now, it's time to announce the overall winner and runner-up of each event conducted as part of Estuary 15.
Firstly, overall runner-up goes to Pondicherry University.
And the overall winners are? Yeah, it's Miyasi College, Chennai.
Let them sit. We have now reached the end of this two-day event. There are several people to thank for making this two-day session a memorable one. Now I invite I told you, right? After this. No problem. Yeah. Now I invite Dr. Murugan, Head, School of Maritime Management, to propose the vote of thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening one and all. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today and to extend a word of thanks to those who have contributed one way or another to the success of the Estuary 2015. I take this opportunity to place on record my thanks to Sri Pon Radhakrishnan, the Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport, Highways, Shipping, for inaugurating this Estuary program yesterday on 8th April 2015. It gives me a great pleasure to extend my sincere gratitude to Sri P. Shankar, retired IAS officer, former Chief Vigilance Commissioner, Government of India, former Chief Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu, for delivering the valedictory address. Sir, we are all inspired by your presence. And on behalf of Indian Maritime University and School of Maritime Management, I thank you for giving away the prizes to the winners of today's Estuary program. I take this opportunity to heartily thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor for his valuable advice and guidance at each and every stage of this organizing event. It is my pleasure to give our respect to our officers of the Indian Maritime University, Registrar Sri C. Mohan, Controller of Examination Sri S.V. Durga Prasad, Director IMU Chennai Campus, Sri Rajiv Prakash, Financial Officer Sri G. Venkatesh, Cochin Campus Director in charge Dr. B. Swaminathan of their support and presence. I also extend my thanks to all the HODs, faculty members, officers, non-teaching staff of the IMU who helped for this program. I thank you all, sir. I wish to express my sincere thanks to the esteemed members presented for this panel discussion on corporatization of major ports in India, which took place on part of the national seminar on the first day. I thank Sri M.G. Devasakayam, Srimati Vinita Venkatesh, Sri Balasubramaniam, and moderator Dr. Jospal. I thank you all, sir. I acknowledge and contribute all those who have presented papers in the national seminar on the day one of the program. I also express my gratitude to these all judges of the various events. I would like to make special thanks to my sponsorer of this Estuary 2015, Kamaraj Port Limited, State Bank of India, Uttandi Branch, Power Soap, URC Builders, Port Wings, Axis Bank, Chennai Port Trust, Carrot Restaurant, and Coca-Cola. I congratulate and thank all the participants and prize winners who have come from the various colleges for this Inter-College Management Fest, and I hope the Estuary 2015 was a great learning experience for all the students. I thank you, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to express my gratitude to the program convener, Ms. Lekha Ravi, for completely dedicated her life to organize this program. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. M. Shagar, Dr. Emil Matthew, Dr. Ramanda Yadav for their support.